was in the bush fighting for the liberation of Zimbabwe, the songs by Bob Marley, Liberate Zimbabwe, was like a national anthem. So me and the Liberation Forces of Zimbabwe have always associated ourselves with the music of Bob Marley and the people of African descent in diaspora. I thank you very much for the invitation. I thank you.
Bob Marley meant many things to many people. But most of all, as a proud son of Jamaica, he was courageous. He was someone with inspiration. He was someone who, through his songs, sought to reach out to all people and to document in songs some of the struggles of our people, Africans in the Americas. When he said, "Get up, stand up for your rights," he was not merely addressing the people in Jamaica. He was not merely addressing black people. Bob Marley was saying to all of God's children, get up, stand up for your rights for all people. And that came to me a few years ago when I was at a function honoring Bob Marley in Baltimore. And an African American woman came to me and said one night when she was in Chicago, she felt despondent. And then over the radio, she heard the words of the song, "Get up, stand up for your rights." And those words sort of inspired her that she had much more in life to offer. So as we commemorate the spirit and the message of Bob Marley, what better place to do it than in Brooklyn, which has been called by the president of the borough as the Caribbean capital of the Americas. And today in Brooklyn, as a representative from Jamaica, I pay homage and give thanks to the hospitality that has been afforded people from Jamaica and the Caribbean who seek opportunities and a better life in Brooklyn. Brooklyn is the home of the largest concentration of Jamaicans outside of Jamaica. So it is very fitting that we honor the memory of Bob Marley right here at the corner of Remsen and Church Avenue. It's a big day for our people. But Bob Marley, in his message, he spoke about liberation. And in fact, at the independence celebration of Zimbabwe, he was invited as the only foreign artist to perform at those celebrations, which is a monumental achievement. But throughout Africa, during the struggles for independence, it was the songs of Jamaica, particularly the songs of Bob Marley, that inspired the people who sought for freedom and liberation for all people. So what Bob Marley has done is to lift the aspiration of peoples all over the world in documenting the plight of the African in America. What did he say? Buffalo soldier, fighting on arrival, fighting for survival. And if we understand the words of that song, we'll understand that he was not preaching revolution. He was merely explaining that people from Africa who came to this country had to fight each and every day, not only to survive, but to exist. And they had to do all sorts of compromises. So in those ways, Bob Marley was speaking about all our people. What did he remind us about other parts of the struggle? He said, we must join together, hold hands always, remembering our history, remembering our legacies, by singing together the songs of freedom. So today, as we honor the memory of Bob Marley, I am proud to bring a message from the government and people of Jamaica that this is a new day in Brooklyn. It's a new day for Jamaica. We have, for the first time in our history, a woman who is leading the country as Prime Minister. Who incidentally will be visiting New York for the first time in this new capacity in August to take part in our independence celebration here in New York. So, one love, one heart, we give thanks and praise to the Lord that everything is going to be all right. And as we do that, never forget from whence we came. We sing a song of freedom with the hope that our future is assured, but with the understanding that we must continue to fight relentlessly so that all of God's children will find equality and freedom. Thank you very much. Get up, stand up for your rights.